black Yes.
Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Please, if you are watching for the first time, please don't forget to push that subscribe button. Please don't forget to share this episode,
comment,
and like. Yes. So what we have today is a fashion episode. We have Agri from House of Agrie Couture today, just to take us through a few trends that's going to be trending this summer. Please introduce yourself.
Okay. Hi guys. So as he said, my name is Agrippa and my surname is Zwane. I run a brand called House of Agrie Couture. So basically, what we're all about, we create masterpieces that are for both male and females.
Masterpiece.
So
Yes.
I like using the term masterpiece because they are one in a kind. You know, those are just some of the pieces that you don't come across. But our clientele, it's men and female that are not afraid to actually cause a stir in public and to claim their space so that they can be recognized wherever they go.
Just like Bay and I when we go to weddings, I
must say, guys, Agri has good talent. We're gonna share, a lot of his work on this episode, so please check it out. Also, please check out his social media pages.
Oh yeah. On Insta, it's House of Agrie Couture, and Facebook, it's Agrie Couture, and Twitter also Agrie Couture.
Awesome. We actually took a trip to the mall today just to check, what's gonna be in the spring or the summer. But
unfortunately,
they haven't started displaying what's gonna be in and everything like that. But we just want to be proactive, have a simple discussion, just to discuss, what's gonna be in the spring or what's gonna be in the summer, what trends, what patterns, what type of material, what type of look for men and women is gonna be trending. So, to start, let's talk about pattern.
Okay. You know what? Due to the global epidemic, trend forecasting has been set back because there's a lot of things that actually set the mood in the fashion industry. We basically need to get designers to actually sit down, curate stuff, and then it's showcased. Then people that are actually active in the fashion industry at large can actually sit, watch the collection, draw inspiration. Then from there on, all these complicated garments that you see on catwalks would actually be deconstructed into ready to wear that can actually be affordable for consumers. So now what we see, because there's this virus, designers were unable to showcase. But the funny thing and the nice thing about fashion can be stopped. It can be stopped. It unites people. What's currently surfacing a lot when it comes to fashion, I see a lot of stripes making a comeback. They come in different colors. There's a lot of monochrome, your black and whites. There's stripes that are coming in different shades, And when it comes to print, I see a lot of florals. Florals are actually surfacing now. We see them coming in monochrome also, and some of them come in different colors, And also butterflies. Remember when we grew up, our sisters had these dresses that had butterflies on. So no, that trend is actually coming back, and a lot of people are going to be in it. Even Devon July, that didn't happen. Their theme was butterfly. So basically it has translated, yes. So now it has actually translated into
We were supposed to go to Devon July with him.
This year. And then Corona happened.
So basically those are the things that are surfacing, but there could be more. Because now our restrictions are lifted and we don't know as to all these major platforms that contribute into setting a mood trend. Are they actually going to allow designers to showcase what's going to happen?
So there's a lot behind the scenes regarding the trend for that season.
There's a lot.
There are designers that sit and think and plan,
You know what, there's a lot. There's publications that sit and say, okay, cool, now we're back from Fashion Week. What has actually captured our eye? They look at all those pictures that they were taking when they were sitting on the front rows, and they say, okay, cool, we like this. The audience would actually respond like this to this. Because funny enough, people don't actually understand that most of these patterns and all these colors that are actually surfacing and people are actually going gaga over them, they've actually been made. We just recycling and bringing them back
That
again.
I've noticed with a lot of
You know,
things. Yeah.
even when you look at
A lot of trends.
the whole silhouettes, your off-shoulder silhouettes, they date back to the 1960s. But then now they are back again, you know?
Booty cape jackets.
Exactly.
Yes.
They're
And
from
then when you
Greenland.
look at male wear, all these polos, they originate from long time ago, but then now they are resurfacing and they've been modified to suit the generation that exists now because they've got their own requirements as to how things must fit. Because remember when we grew up, we had our bell bottoms. Now we don't wear them anymore.
Turtlenecks.
Also,
You know,
made a
They
good
made a
comeback.
good
Turtlenecks.
comeback. Now we are into skinnies, everything must fit proper.
Yeah,
But then
fit is
if
key.
you would go to your, for instance, to your father's closet and say, give me one of your old suits, chances are you're not going to wear it. You need it altered to what's current now.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Or the fits, the slim fit.
a lot of concepts would actually be enforced into making that design to appeal to the generation that we are now, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a lot.
Cool. And then, so we've covered pattern. What about colors? What do you think?
Colors, obviously it's spring
In spring, you
and
need a
summer.
brighter
There's going to be a
color.
lot of brighter
You
colors.
need a brighter color.
Though I doubt that we're going to be going back to your, what do you call it, color blocking. Color blocking has had its
That's
own
what, 2010?
time,
Right?
but
2010.
Now
Yeah,
we're looking at like
it's
bright
29,
colors.
2010.
I've seen a lot of those highlighter colors.
Yeah.
Like the neon.
Oh, neon
the-
line.
that pink. I don't know what pink is it.
You know what, usually we call them monochrome colors.
Yes,
So
monochrome.
we
and you
actually
said
going
that
away from
before.
all these
Yes.
brighter colors. We're coming into the pastel ones, the soft ones where you get your blush pink, you get your green that's not actually pungent, it's not too much into your face, it
Yes.
lacks volume, you know?
Something
all
that
those
shows
soft
that
colors.
springy color, that
Yeah.
spring feeling, you know.
There's a lot of those that are going to surface. And also another thing that's actually making trend, it's hats. Hats are coming back. People
For both
want
men
to
Also hats today,
for
and I'm
both
like, why
men
am I
and
not
women.
buying one?
Your fedora hats for men are actually back in fashion. At the end of 2019, a lot of males were now gravitating towards the fedora hats. You would actually go to all these events that were happening. You would find them dressed up nicely in their polo shirts, their shorts and sandals, and accompanied by the fedora hat. You know, so basically they are actually claiming their place back into our fashion scenes. And also jewelry, it's still predominant. Women now are
Accessories are key.
they're actually experimenting with jewelry and bags. We see this concept of transparency. It's actually everywhere. A lot of shops that sell high-end products have a lot of transparency bags where you can actually see the contents that are inside the bag. Yes, this originated from Chanel. Chanel actually launched a bag and the bag was actually transparent. From there on, it's all over.
I feel like that bag, I can only use it when I'm on vacation, because if I use it on a daily life, it's not gonna work, because I keep like a lot of crap inside a bag. So I don't want people to be seeing my crap inside a bag, you understand?
True. I understand. I think I actually relate towards that because some of the contents that are inside, you don't want everybody to actually see them.
Sure.
You know, hence you keep your bag very close.
Exactly.
Yeah. But then again, it does not actually end on the bags, even when it comes to clothes. When you shop now, especially when you go to the ladies' departments, in most cases you come across a lot of chiffons that are actually see-through. You're able to see inside, you know? You're able to see what the woman is actually wearing, the undergarments, your bras, you know? So basically transparency is here to
But
stay.
this one is much better. I have a see-through dress that I've bought and I've never worn, and it's a size 28, of which now it won't fit. So if there's anyone that wants it, hit me up. If you're a size 28, don't play, guys. Just hit me up. If you want it, I'll give it to you with a generous heart. And I want to see you wearing it because I've never worn it. He made me buy it, but we never went to a place where I could wear the dress.
Okay, no, it's fine. So you hear? She's got a gift to give out. So yeah, hit her up and you'll get the dress.
So new, price tag still there. I've never worn.
Okay.
I've never worn the dress.
Fine, we'll wait for that lucky person to actually contact you. So yeah, as I was saying, transparency is also here, and also not only when it comes to females, even some guys, especially guys that are fashion forward, they now have all these jackets that are made out of PVC fabric, where you can actually see what's happening inside, and they've got beautiful trimming that's colorful,
but
you know.
I feel like you need to have like a six-pack for that.
But yes,
You
even
can't
people that
have a bright pack and then you wear what guys?
But let's be honest. Let's be honest. Fashion is very accommodative. Now we've got all these oversized jackets, and those oversized jackets, you can either wear them whether you've got a six-pack, whether you've got a cooler bag, for instance. You can wear them. They're not restrictive. They actually complement the body.
A see-through.
Even a guy that has a belly, they can wear a see-through, depending on how they layer inside without actually showing the flash.
I think I've seen something like that on the net.
Yeah, fashion is not discriminative. It
It's right
accommodates everyone. Yes.
And the confidence must be there. If you're gonna wait and you're gonna act shy,
You must,
and
you know
up
what?
and
You must just have a lot of
walk
confidence.
it, talk it, and people will like
It's
it.
just like when you wear like small things, but your thighs and
Welcome to the new era where people are not actually about the abantu bazothini syndrome.
Yeah,
You know,
comfortable
people
with
just
their
want to
body.
look amazing. They want to present themselves and be extremely comfortable. And at times we need to allow people to experiment as much as they can because it's their money. They pay for it. So basically, whether we like it or we don't, it's gonna be in our faces.
guys, don't wear see-through if you have a bright pack, please.
No, come on,
As
guys. Ah man, I pity you because now we're going to summer. So basically, there's a lot of
Skin.
thick guys that are gonna be walking all over with
like
shorts
60
and
thick
you know.
or re-
It depends. It depends. Okay, funny enough, because we just came out from winter, a lot of people have gained weight, you know, and because we had corona and it hasn't left now, people were now quarantined, they were not exercising much, so basically they've gained weight. So you're gonna come across a lot of thick madams and thick guys.
They used this quarantine as an advantage
I think it's
to concentrate on their body. But
You know what I've seen, eh? You're right on that. When quarantine started, even the news were actually trying to shape people to actually take care of their health because we knew very well that a lot of people are going to be sitting on their couches watching TV so that they can find out if this is getting better, how many people have lost their lives, how many people are actually going through the most, you know, so that they can actually see that it does not only happen to them. But sadly, as time went on and people understood that it was being prolonged, they stopped going to gym and started to have coping mechanism where they cook a lot, they eat, you know, they do panic buying, cooking shows were launched, you know, and you're home, you're stressed, you don't know what's happening, you're even afraid to go outside. So what are you gonna do? You're just gonna eat. So yeah, I don't blame them. I just say embrace what you have, be extremely comfortable, and from there be confident.
yes.
Whatever that you feel like putting onto your body, if it's comfortable for you, do you? Do you?
Be
Nobody's gonna blame you.
extremely comfortable. That's what we said during our winter edition. We spoke about comfortability is key. Be extremely comfortable, and this counts mostly now that we're approaching spring, that you need to be comfortable, especially ladies. Be extremely comfortable.
You know what? I like it. I like the fact that you're raising it more and more. A lot of people don't understand that when you're comfortable, your energy radiates. Everybody can see that you're happy, you're able to express yourself properly, you're not looking at yourself a lot, and you'll be able to engage with people and they would be able to enjoy you more. But then when you're not even comfortable with what you're wearing, something is wrong, boo. Sit down and
let me tell you something that happened last weekend when we were going to the mall. I rocked up these other leggings that I had since varsity days. So the mister right here
Okay.
You saw that we passed by his house that day.
When I left,
I didn't pay attention.
Don't lie.
I didn't
That-
Must
I
that's-
didn't pay attention.
Don't lie.
The only thing that I saw the top. It had some beautiful detail, and I think you had a collar. Smelling in a collar, no? Am I
yes,
still right?
yes.
Yeah.
So when I left the house, I was confident.
Okay.
When we got to the mall, I wasn't.
Why?
Because Mr. Kamo
Mm-hmm.
kept telling me
I can't
how
even see.
this legging is old. I've been wearing the legging since varsity. Hey, it doesn't
I didn't
look
pay
as well
attention to it.
anymore. Like, okay, too much. Like, guys, all of a sudden I stopped feeling comfortable. Like,
But then again, why
But
lose
maybe
your
I
confidence?
apologize for saying that after he left the house. Yeah, that legging did.
Bona nna ke bona ke
Out.
mogele ke sharp
You
bona
went
ke
out.
light ke bethile the high boots ke gore ke sharp ke bethile le the nice collar the shirt that you saw motho ke flamola ke sa feel like yo guys yo banna ba ka go feelisha uncomfortable jo
Okay, I'm not actually going to take sides when it comes to that because
Yeah.
I wasn't there. But then one thing that I've seen and I actually battle to understand, it's ladies wearing see-through leggings. I know that when you buy your leggings, you want to cover, you know? We don't want to come across ladies that actually showcase their underwear through leggings.
And
It
when-
does not look nice at
Yeah.
all.
when I buy leggings I buy them because of comfortability.
And you also look at the
Something-
texture
Yeah,
also.
Yes,
also.
something that doesn't tie me.
Yeah.
Something that I feel relaxed when I'm wearing. Like now I can just like, woo, you know, because I'm wearing a legging. But if I was wearing a jean, I don't think I was gonna stretch much, you know. Yeah, when I buy leggings, I buy for that.
That's good. Basically, you understand the concept legging. You know, to some people, I feel like those are tights, eh? Those people
Story.
wear the most tightest legging, and it would shape you in such a wrong way, and we would actually see a whole body silhouette, and it's not supposed to be like
Yeah,
that. Do you
yeah.
get my point? You need to be comfortable. You need to make sure that your legging has proper texture so that we don't get to see your undies, and then from there on. Bear in mind, when you wear something extremely tight, what happens to the places that you're not supposed to display in
Yeah.
public? Do you get my point? Same applies. A lot of guys have problems understanding that when we say skinny jeans, we're not talking about tights. You walk around the malls, you come across a handsome guy who's dressed up in skinnies, but you can tell that those skinnies are breathing through the womb. Okay? Something is wrong. It's either buttons are gonna pop, the
Yeah.
zip is actually intense. Like, you know, it's just
Yeah.
one of those. It's just one of those. So basically, people need to understand the body and understand that when you dress up, you need to be comfortable.
Yeah.
Because anything can happen. You can you can fall at the mall, slip and fall, and then what happens to your denim if you get to stretch in the wrong
I
way?
have to
You know?
get it.
It's one of those things people need to understand. But really, I'm quite impressed with how people are gravitating towards current trends and how to dress up for their bodies. Because before, you would come across people that were actually not paying attention to the fit.
Yeah.
Fit is very important.
Yeah, fit
now.
is important, I must say.
Fit is extremely important. Coordinating your colors also plays a huge role. Because for people to actually take you serious, they look at you from a distance.
Yeah.
And from there on, you've already introduced yourself without having to say,
That
this is
makes a big
me.
impression.
You know?
Yeah, clothes.
Without having
They
to open up
make
your
a
mouth and
big
introduce
impression.
yourself. True.
So, what would you advise? You know, somebody that's planning on going to like an office bride, because things are getting a bit better now. People are going back to work, so office brides are going to be the in thing. Christmas parties are going to be the in thing at work. So, what would you advise a guy or a girl that's going to an office bride? What to wear, what not to wear, what to avoid? What's your advice?
You know what? So the advice is also quite simple. Whenever you go to such places, you must know that you're going to engage with people, you know? You just want to have a good time, loosen up, take off the stress from your workload. So basically, when you get there, just be comfortable. For ladies, for instance, there is no use in you going to an office bride being in your heels.
Stilettos,
Your
yeah.
stilettos. Because most definitely there's going to be music played, you're going to have a drink or two, you know, and listen up. Then what's going to happen to this lady now that's tippy-toeing on stilettos? You know? there are ladies that can actually rock the heel, even if they are in places where they're supposed to dance and whatnot. But let's be quite honest, with the beverages that we take in these days, it becomes very difficult for you to actually be in those heels for long, you know? So just be comfortable. If you can wear your beautiful, comfortable shoes, do so. And also,
But
try
not-
by all means.
Not pumps.
Not pumps.
Because males don't like us wearing pumps.
I'm gonna be very honest. When it comes to
And pumps are the most comfortable shoes, trust me. I stopped wearing pumps. Well, not literally stopped. I wear them when I go to work and I'm tired of wearing my heels and there's pumps in my boot. But around him, it's difficult for me to wear pumps because I get my chain.
You know what? I kinda understand where he comes from, but then pumps, let's be quite honest. Sometimes when you wear pumps, nobody takes you serious because you can't even tell if they still have the sole underneath or what. So I would actually say, wear them when you're at a park, you know, when you're walking on the lawn and you're comfortable. But then when
But I
you're...
never do this. I have like the most shortest
I'm saying in
fingers.
general, not you, in general. For some girls' pumps, they start,
They start to crease.
What
exactly.
There was this other... There was this other shoe that was sold at this particular retail. What is it? Where they sell cavellas. What do you call it? Spitz. It was a pump, but the pump actually on top it had elastic. So when you take it off, it actually creased. Do you get my point? That is the most expensive.
I have those type of
I've ever
shoes.
seen.
I have those type of shoes. I remember my sister bought me those shoes when I was in high school.
Okay, by then that
But
shoe
they're
is
not comfortable
extremely
because that
expensive.
elastic, like it hurts you, like it hurts your
Is it?
feet. Because remember, it's tight, and
There's
then
a
now
lot.
it's like hurting you.
Okay, cool. But then when you go to your office bride, just make sure that you dress up quite casually, comfortably, so that you're
What
able
type
to
of shoe do
engage,
you
you know?
need to wear though?
Shoes! Get comfortable shoes. Get comfortable shoes. Because
Sandals.
definitely you're gonna...
sneaker or a nice sandal.
True.
Yeah.
True. You're gonna want to unwind, dance if you want to dance, you know? And also, remember, shoes play a huge role now when you wanna dance. If you're on heels, I don't know how you're gonna stomach the dancing for
And
longer.
office price, guys, I'm a bartender.
You're a bartender.
I'm a
No,
bartender.
let's hope you don't go high on the drink, but it's fine. And also for guys, I would say just be casual. Also, make sure that you get your nice top. If you're wearing shorts, make sure that they are appropriate. Because even guys now, they are very insecure about showing their legs because we've gained so much weight, you know? The skin cannot contain the fat underneath, so you would develop stretch marks there and there. So it would be appropriate that you cover all these other places and you look decent, so that when the pictures are now showing, because in some brides, they take pictures now, and the pictures will actually end up on the website. You don't want to look as if you were not part of the party, you were just photobombing. You want to look present in that occasion, you know?
Okay.
Cool.
No, awesome. Anything for Agri?
Okay, so what would you advise for people to wear at like birthday dinners? Because now like spring is approaching, we're able to, we are allowed to go dine out with our friends, but up until 10 o'clock. So yeah, people's birthdays are approaching. And obviously we know we have a lot of babies, September babies, October babies. Mine included, my birthday included.
Oh, yours is coming soon, ne?
Next month.
Oh, nice.
I hope y'all already bought me gifts. Thank you.
Okay, on that note, I also think birthdays are quite fun, hey? It's a time where we celebrate someone's birthday and we're having fun. It would be appropriate that you dress up quite nice, you know? Have brighter colors to brighten up the mood. And the nicest thing about the people that we live with now, they actually come up with themes for birthdays. Someone would say, my birthday is actually La Dolce Vita. You would need to go deep and understand what La Dolce Vita stands for. Then from there on, you pair your garment signifying that theme, you know?
What's that?
Ooh, La Dolce Vita originates from the 1960s where you get your off-shoulder piece, all these
okay.
garments that are actually showcasing the silhouette, where the belts come to play, where you get fascinators and pearls, you know. La Dolce Vita basically is that. I remember also when I was, I think it was just after I became a Durban July finalist, 2 years later, then they actually started to implement La Dolce Vita. And La Dolce Vita actually taught us that when you look at your Marilyn Monroe, they were actually exuding the La Dolce Vita theme because they had pearls, their hairs had curls, it was combed in a certain way, you know. And when they would put on clothes, they had your off-shoulder dresses with
as well.
the beautiful flow at the bottom, you know, all those things with frills, you know. Those actually signified the La Dolce Vita trend then. So yeah, when you go to birthday parties, stick to the theme. Make sure that you're comfortable, because obviously you're gonna drink. Now alcohol has been brought back into our lives, and we not playing with it because we haven't gotten it for some time. So basically, alcohol is gonna be all over. There's gonna be bubbles, champagne, name it.
Champagne, Miguel.
So make sure that at least you're comfortable. When you fall, should you fall, if it happens, then make sure that you're covered nicely. And yeah, have fun more than anything, you know.
Voila.
So, can you be specific? For ladies, a suit or a dress or a skirt with the top, what would you advise?
For a party?
Yeah, for a dinner party.
For a dinner party. Okay, if we're talking about a dinner party, remember that you want to get the attention to you. I feel dinner parties are very intimate.
Yeah, it is.
It's where you showcase who you are
Connect, yeah.
in a very nicer way, so that whoever you're having a date with can actually take you serious and cannot forget you the minute you walk out. So basically you dress up quite nicely. You make sure that if you're comfortable showing off your cleavage, it's actually seated in a nice place. If you are the thigh girl and you want to showcase your thighs, make sure that you've got nice shoes and make sure that you are glossed nicely. You can wear a dress that has a slit, you know.
Yes.
You can wear a mini dress that's not extremely mini. Because remember, when we start being comfortable, we forget to pull the skirts a bit down, you know?
Yeah.
It happens to a lot of ladies. So basically, you need to be conscious of yourself. But then bear in mind that you're going to a date, so you need to showcase you, so that the next person can actually look at you and not forget how you looked on that particular day. So that you're guaranteed a second date. We don't know.
So, an advice, me, okay, I was invited to a baby shower that will be happening soon.
Okay.
So we have to wear something white and something brown.
Mm-hmm.
What would you suggest that I wear? Should I wear like a white suit
Okay.
Baby shower.
for a baby shower? Or should I decide to go on the brown side, or should I stick to the white side and, you know, just bring it up? White, red lipstick, my eyebrows, my face beat nicely done.
Yes. You know what? I think it also depends on the venue. Venue plays a huge role.
It's gonna be a drive-through, right?
I don't know. But you know, when you're going there, you don't know much about the venue, how it looks like and stuff. But the venue is there on the invite.
Okay. In that case, it becomes a bit tricky. But then, in most cases, when you go to a baby shower, when they send out the invite, they actually link your address. So it would be easier for you to just do your homework. Because you do not want to actually end up getting into a place that has a huge garden. And there you are, dressed up in a suit that's very long. And you end up feeling not accommodated.
Like those nice suits, man. Like,
it depends. I personally feel a suit is a power outfit, you know? It belongs to the office. It belongs to, you know, it actually signifies...
Guys, we all have our own opinions.
We've got our opinions. Basically, this is me.
Yeah.
You know, I do not see a lady stepping into a club wearing a suit. For me, it does not
like
fit
suiting.
the environment.
I don't wear a shirt. I just wear my maybe my brown bra, take out the cleavage, and just wear like a jacket only.
Okay, I get it now. I think when when you explain it better, it makes sense, you know? You just want to not overdress a suit. You want to take out some few elements that would actually
And
make
still look sexy.
Exactly.
Still look the
It
part.
would still work, but depending on how the environment is. Environment plays a huge role. Remember, Lego, you cannot go to a beach theme baby shower and there you are, you're in your suit. Do
But
you get
that's
my
a big
point?
theme.
I'm just saying, themes are important. Venue is important because remember they would take you to, for instance, and say, let's go to a club to have it in a club, you know. But when you get to a club, you find a club that is not suitable for you to be in a suit, and the aircon is not actually doing you more justice. It's a bit steamy.
But-
maybe you're not even outside, you know. You need to look at such.
But with the picture
Aspects.
on the invite that they sent me,
Mhm.
where I should draw my inspiration into,
Okay.
it's like it's that type of elegancy mixed with power, mixed with, you know, that look that says a woman of power, a woman of elegance.
Perfect. If that's the case, there's nothing wrong with you wearing your suit. Because obviously the invite stipulates that it's all about power. Hence
It's
I
all
said to
about
you that when you wear a suit,
elegance.
there's this attention that you actually grab and it says power. You
Yeah,
get my point?
yeah.
Because everybody that wears a suit, we tend to respect them in a way, depending on how it actually sits on them. You get my point? So basically it's a power look. You can wear your suit. So I doubt that they would say, put on a suit and then they would take you to a place that does not accommodate you in that way. They wouldn't be doing you any justice. So basically your themes are very important.
Yeah.
Because remember, for instance, even now at Somizi's wedding, we had Casper that was not even following the theme. Look at Black Twitter, it had no mercy when it came to
They
him.
explained why.
No, we just found out later, but
Yeah.
obviously to somebody that doesn't even know what happened in Casper arriving, getting an invite or not, you are now judging it from an external point of view and you know nothing. So basically your opinion is going to be very harsh, like Black Twitter was towards him. You get my point? So to eliminate those kind of things, rather respect the theme, because I believe that when somebody says, this is my theme, they actually expect you to dress according to the theme, stick to the theme as much as you can, so that whenever you're inside, you make sure that you feel, you look as if you belong there. You do not want to be that awkward one that can be spotted from far, that this one was not prepared, you know. And also it helps you, it boosts your confidence, because you're gonna start to be more comfortable. You're gonna be able to engage with people. So yeah, birthday parties, we need to look amazing, we need to look colorful, you know. Stick to the theme. If there's a theme, make sure that if the theme entails particular colors, incorporate one there and there, so that you actually fall into the theme, you know. So it's basically important to look at your venue, your theme, and from there on to understand the weather on that particular day. Because honestly,
that has
it
caught
does
a lot of people off.
a lot. Because honestly, it does not make sense that you would go to a party that says beachwear, but then on that particular day it's raining. There you are in your bikini and your sarong, thinking that now the rain is not gonna play any effect. No, it is gonna be there. So basically, if you had whatever that you were gonna wear and stick to the theme, have it underneath. Get yourself a huge coat, you know, cover, so that you're warm and you're able to enjoy yourself.
Awesome.
So yeah.
Awesome. So we're also approaching wedding season.
Wedding season, my favorite.
Wow, Shante.
So what's your take on that?
You know what, wedding seasons are very exciting, hence now we've got shows documenting them on
You do a lot
TV,
of work
you know?
during wedding
And
season, I must say.
True,
Amazing
true.
work, guys. Amazing work.
so basically, this is where I actually come in and get to enjoy the tales that love tell. This is an opportunity for people that are in love to tell their tales, you know. And in most cases, even the people that are invited come with a nice spirit where they want to have fun, they want to see a life-changing ceremony where people are actually exchanging vows. You know, you see them take a kiss after they've just said their vows, and that is very touching
Yeah.
and a nice experience to actually be part of. But another thing that plays a huge role, in most cases when people send out an invitation for you, you must also look at the color palette that the invitation comes with. Then it actually allows you to fall into the theme.
Yeah.
Because
Wow.
sadly, when it comes
That's a
to
good one.
weddings, we never have a theme where they say dress in black. There's an exception where you get those people that are so forward to a point where they would say all the guests must be dressed in black.
Yeah.
I've
Do you get
seen
my
that
point?
before.
Theme, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen
On-
few
on
weddings
in-
where they can
on
actually do
in-
that. But then in our African weddings, in most cases, you just say it's a traditional wedding. Then from there on, people go their direction. They find their different fabrics with different patterns, you know, and then they try and actually create amazing garments that can actually allow them to come to the event.
Yeah.
But then now brides have gotten to a level where they don't mind saying this is a fabric sample.
Yeah.
Now everybody needs to be on this fabric sample, especially if you're family.
Yeah.
But sadly, it will not work if you say all your guests must be in a certain fabric, because some of them don't even have time to
Yeah.
get the
Go
fabric
shop for the
and
fabric.
whatnot.
But
Yeah.
usually it's like a family or a
Mhm.
block. A family needs to like to dress in a certain fabric to symbolize that this is family.
It's
Yeah.
family.
And then the block, because
Okay.
so the members of the block needs to dress in a certain fabric that will symbolize that these are my members of the block.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. So basically, there's a lot of aspects that actually play a role when it comes to you going to a wedding and falling into theme. You know, you basically look at the invite, you look at all these other aspects where they actually give you a fabric sample and say, here's a sample. Whatever that you do when it comes to pattern wise, it's entirely your baby.
'Cause
So
even
you can
now,
actually fall into their theme.
We had to have an unveiling of
Mhm.
tombstones.
Yes.
So it couldn't happen because of this COVID thing.
Okay.
But we had already, they already gave us a sample of the fabric that we had to buy as a family, so that we can stand out that we are one, we are family.
Yeah. So it happens a lot now when it comes to weddings, and also I've seen that brides now are actually looking for 2-in-1 garments. They are
Yeah.
tired of prolonging the ceremony by actually going to another place to change.
Yeah.
So now what they do is they get a dress where you can easily slip off the trail and be left in another dress that actually does not look like the first dress that you wore, you know. So I call them 2-in-1s. And when it comes to grooms are quite easy. They're not even looking for change in most cases. The only thing that they want to do, they just want to marry the bride and start
Yeah.
a happy life together.
And have 10
What,
kids.
Yeah.
what are the most popular colors that you've seen?
You know what, to be quite honest, when it comes to weddings, the popular colors that have been predominant now as we speak, especially when you look at brides, it has been your whites, your champagne, it's been your off-whites.
Yeah.
I
And in
think
most
I've been
cases-
sticking to champagne since I was in matric.
Is it?
Because a lot of ladies would wear champagne colors to their matric day, and so I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, maybe when I get married, the theme should be champagne.
True.
And you know,
So yeah, a lot of brides would stick to that. But when it comes to bridesmaids, I've seen brides actually exercising so many colors, because they would actually go for, there's a color that actually played role for a very long time, of which it's blush pink.
Black
People
pink
don't
is
understand
popular.
that blush pink actually comes in different tones. You get it in a softer palette, you get it in a palette that has more volume, and then you get another shade of pink that actually falls between the two. When you are close to it, it actually brings you a bit of purplish, but the purple is not there when you actually step back, you know? So basically, blush pink has played a huge role,
Yeah.
purple has played a huge role,
Yeah.
brides
And
would
that,
want...
royal blue. What was the dress that
Exactly.
you made with the royal
Brides
blue?
would actually want bridesmaids to be in royal blue, you know. They exercise a lot of colors when it comes to bridesmaids.
Yeah.
to
But
show
then when
some
it comes
royalty,
to-
you know,
Exactly,
royal.
exactly. And also another thing that designers are now playing with, they're playing with a lot of applique. Applique in the sense that they get a lot of lace that they can actually scatter around a dress to do decor and put beads so that they have the 3D effect. They put
Oh, yeah.
flowers, you know. Those are some of the concepts that are now playing role in actually molding a nice garment for a wedding. But then when it comes to men are still simple. You would find them in a tuxedo suit, you would find them in a normal suit where they actually want to play with their collars, they want to play with their ties, you know. The shirts now are no longer those thick collar shirts. They've actually now been translated into the smaller ones, but you would find them pointy, you would find them not pointy. It's all creativity at large. At this point, you are not restricted as to what is it that you can do. But then the other thing that actually leaves the whole world yearning to see an African wedding, it's the way that Africans are now telling their stories. When it comes to African weddings, you find so many beautiful patterns that haven't been seen before. Designers now are actually given an opportunity to actually create new dresses that haven't been seen, play with fabric, try and showcase a lot of beading capabilities, you know. All these other things come to play now, and the world now is gravitating more towards the African style of dressing. Even when you look at celebrities like Beyonce just now shot
Black is King.
Black is King. And then what did she do? She looked for designers that originated in South Africa so that she can actually showcase it to the world. But before, I'm sure she sat also and she watched something that actually made her to be interested to see them live. But now look at it, she's actually showcasing it. So yeah, we're doing well as Africans also.
No, awesome. That was a lot to take in. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your insight. Thank you for just laying everything down. I'm looking forward to see what's gonna actually stand out this summer and make waves. So yeah, thank you guys for watching.
Don't forget that comfortability is key throughout all the seasons.
Please like this episode, please comment, feel free to share, what you guys feel about some of the conversations that you guys had today. What do you think is going to be in the summer? Please don't forget to share that. And
comment, like, and subscribe.
Thank you guys.